What's up, guys? It's your boy OXY back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about something that is a clear indication that you are getting better as a crumper, and that is your identity. So I got a question recently asking me what is the hardest thing to grasp on for Krump, and if you're struggling with this, hopefully by the end of this video you are one step closer to finding your identity. Now let's start off with the basis. Why do you need it? Krump can be labeled as many things, but one of the most powerful and creative things that is about it is your self-expression. Now, learning all the foundation, learning all the basics, being able to, play around with it in the lab and in sessions and even battle with it are many, many great things. But are you you though when you dance, or are you the people that trained you? Finding the rubric is not the hard part when it comes to Krump. It's about applying the rubric to fit you, to fit the way that you want to be, to fit who you are. And that's why your identity is extremely important. And it takes a lot of self-awareness. So ask yourself, how do you see yourself? Are you anxious, nervous, cool, slick, bubbly, smart, rude, dangerous, crazy? These are things you have to know about yourself in order to find out who you want to be in Krump. And in order to make that version of you, you have to find who you are right now. And you are the key to finding you. Now, oftentimes you guys see me on camera, behind the camera, and you guys think, yeah, he is so comfortable and in his element. But most of the time, it's very hard for me to actually focus up, especially if there are people around. This was a huge weakness, especially when it came to being creative, because sometimes I would block myself because I wanted everybody to kind of be okay with how it looked or be interested in how it looked, instead of me just doing it because of me and my enjoyment of it. Knowing this about myself, it is very hard for me to film in public places. So, in an attempt to change that, I ended up doing something a little bit different today, and I went and actually did a gym vlog.
We are in vlog mode for back day. I think that it's really important that you're always trying to find something new to grow in, and one of the biggest things right now for me is in my body. It helps me with who I'm trying to be, how I'm trying to present myself, and just the things that I value. And Krump is changing, Krump is adapting, and I kind of want to make sure that people can see from a real standpoint of how I'm really working through things. Cool. All right, let's get into it.
Oh yes, for those of you guys who know, I've been on a pretty heavy fitness journey for like the past, I want to say, year or so almost now, and it's been a huge dramatic change in my body. And quite often I used to feel very, very cautious about how I presented myself, because again, like, I don't even know, or not fully aware as to a lot of the changes that were happening until other people started to notice it. So again, another big deal of me not really focusing too much on myself, and I put more energy into how other people viewed me, and I used that to kind of validate me. And it sucked, because even though I wasn't really doing it in Krump, I started to do that in other areas of my life for some reason. So we're working to cut that for sure. Now, working out has been one of my favorite things I've been doing so far because of the discipline that it requires, the amount of time that it takes to really focus in and drill how this is going to make you look, apply it to your physique, apply it to how you're going to be, pushing to your next level and reaching your next goal. And it was through that I ended up finding out how to work it to my Krump, how to make my look, my appearance, how to make certain levels of what I'm trying to do work for me, whether it be strength, whether it be the overall physique wise, or whether it just be kind of how I naturally can change in terms of my confidence.
Really quick, shout out to Buck Originals. This is one of their hats. Super, super sleek, dope design. I like the tan feel with the red lettering and with the black. Got Originals right on the side over here. Super hard. I like all their hats, but I think this one just spoke out to me, especially because I'm always trying to do something different. I'm always, used to wearing black hats, but I think the tan gives it a good look. Although I gotta try not to sweat in this so often, because that's the last thing that we need. Everybody remembers how the sweat mark lines come in, then your hats be looking disgusting.
Now, filming in a public gym is one of the craziest things. A lot of people don't really like doing it. I know there are a lot of gym heads that do it, but when they do it, that's because they're known for doing it. They make themselves available to that, and regardless of whatever happens, they kind of stay in their own bubble, in their own space. Now for me, since I go to a very, very, very public gym, it really does shake up a lot of the nerves when it comes down to just wandering eyes and how things look. So Krump sessions, I can handle filming myself every once in a while here and there, but dang, at a gym with people who have no idea who you are, that used to really, really freak me out. So a key part in finding your identity and creating who you're going to be in Krump is applying discipline. In order to make the things that you find inside become what you create outside, you have to be able to discipline your body, discipline your mind, and discipline your energy to make sure it's focused. So although I was anxious at one point, me putting myself in the position to go out and do something that I was really scared, really not so fond of doing, it helped me out so much with building a new set of confidence. And this is the confidence that I was striving for, that I was asking for. And it feels good now.
So for the longest time, I've been worried about what people thought about me taking my camera to the gym to record. But I feel like it's kind of pointless for me to be worrying about other people because they're not gonna care anyway.
Will I do another gym vlog? Maybe in the near future. I'm planning on it, I'll say that, because this is something that I don't want to be scared of anymore. Now, you don't always have to go out and do something you're uncomfortable with, even though I do advise it, in order to find your new identity and create that with absolute confidence. So one of the things that I do when it comes down to just reiterating that I'm working my way towards something greater is to write notes. Having a visible representation of exactly who you're trying to be, researching that by going onto your computer and being able to say, hey, these are some type of people that I know carry the type of energy that I like, applying my interest to the stuff that I want to be. Some people like anime, some people like TV shows in general that have certain characters that just resonate with you, and you're like, damn, like I really want to be that type of way. Well, write it down. Write these things down to where you vividly are able to see yourself working your way towards these things that you're pushing yourself to be. These are things that you have the ability to create and manage as long as you're willing to put in that work. The way that I treat this, think of it like a moves list in a video game. You got to study your combos, you got to study your way that you want to try and fluctuate things, you got to expand upon them. Sometimes you're finding cheat codes of like ways that you can maneuver that your body is capable of doing that most others can't. This is super good for you to be able to always look back on and see, hey, I have this in my bag, and I can always pull out something new. Write everything down. You see somebody doing something tight that you really, really like, the way that they carry themselves, the way that they're doing, this is a good way to create the person that you're going to be. So now you've seen the physical work from an outside standpoint, you've seen the mental work from an inside standpoint, and it generally goes down to how much you practice this in the long run. And your practice is going to be the cherry on top to how you really make this thing work. Honestly, it just goes down to just practicing. One of the saddest things in Krump is that majority of Krump is pretty damn lazy. So not a lot of people just practice. Build that discipline, take your notes, see who you are, know who you're going to be, and then just go do the damn thing. Please just practice. Know that it's all going to work out in the end, and because you're pushing for that, it will. So now I'll ask again, who are you? Who do you want to be? And what steps are you going to do to make it happen? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you guys are always tuned in to the next thing that I drop. I have been on a crazy life journey, so things have been happening all over. So I am very, very happy to now be newly settled and be able to make this thing happen for real. I am going to be trying to do a little bit more on the lab side, and I have tons of promos that's going to be coming out too. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about when's the next one going to be dropping, and that will be dropping very soon. I wanted to just get this out the way because this one was a huge deal in Krump that a lot of people do neglect. So if you found something helpful in this video, be sure to leave a comment below. Let me know if this helped you a lot. Let me know what you're going to be doing next, and I'll be sure to see you guys next time. All right, peace.